Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to Sundering Tarot if new. Hi, hello, and welcome. This is part 4 of my 2023 fourth quarter decks video. So these are decks that I've acquired in the months of October, November, and December at the end of 2023. I actually acquired 36 decks, 22 Oracle, 14 Tarot if you want the actual breakdown. And since I've had so many that I acquired in one quarter, I've had to break them down and only show 6 at a time. So here is part 4. I'm showing you another 6. And this time I'm showing you almost all tarot instead of all oracle. Here we have the Druidcraft Tarot. This is one of those that kind of called to me a little when it came to the whole Celtic theme. I mean, there's Druidian stuff in here as well, but this is a little bit different. Different art style. Yes, definitely different size card stock. That's about the only complaint I have, is this deck is absolutely freaking huge. But it is one that speaks to previous lifetimes for me. So I actually enjoy the fact that I was able to acquire a copy. Moving right along. Here's one that some of you might recognize the backings for. This is the Tarot of the Mystical Moments. Now, this is one of those I had seen, excuse me, being used repeatedly. And I started to be able to read with the deck even though I didn't physically own one. And I got used to the fact that there are male and female kings. I actually liked that about this deck. And it's non-traditional artwork. I mean, it's not a straight up RWS. So this was one of those that had a different vibe, a different feel. It had additional cards. And believe it or not, I acquired more than one deck in 2023 of decks that had additional cards when it comes to tarot. And this is one that I did enjoy some of the non-traditional perspective, like the Nine of Swords with all the eyes and being watched. It takes you to different spots. So this went on to my wish list, and somebody was kind enough to give me a copy. Alright, we're going to switch tunes because this is the Ancestor Spirit Oracle. There were certain niches and things that I wanted to cover in 2023, or try to fill the gap in. As you can tell with the fourth quarter decks, I have almost twice as many Oracle decks as I do tarot. I was very heavily trying to acquire Oracle decks. This is one of those that had different phrases and a lot of keywords on it. I really enjoyed the artwork and the ties to the ancestors and nature itself in it. So this covered a couple of boxes for me. So I was really happy when I was gifted this particular copy. And moving right along back to tarot. Here's another one most of you will probably recognize the backings on, because this is one of MJ's decks. This is the Guardians of the Night Tarot. I didn't have too many of MJ's decks. However, after purchasing the Crow Tarot in the third quarter and loving the crap out of it, I mean, having an instant connection, even though I thought maybe the art style was going to be unreadable for me once I got it in hands, after having such a great experience and being told that I could bond with this deck despite all the animal energy in it that I may or may not agree with what goes on what card, I wanted this deck. So after a good experience with one of MJ's decks, I was all for this. So it went on to a wish list, and it's been an interesting and, yes, sometimes even a fun deck to have. And moving right along, I'm going to show you a deck that might make some of you uncomfortable, just because that seems to be a thing it does. This is Irene Lorenzi's the Lorenzi Tarot. And since I'm a water element, and this is depicting, you know, fish and sea creatures and everything else, even though it actually feels more like an air deck, I actually kind of like the, you know, 1950s poster sailor vibe that goes with it. And it's got its own unique style because it pairs that in a way that's sometimes frightening for people, just because there is body parts missing or anything like that that can be a little disturbing for others. But for me, I'm totally fine. I'm a Scorpio, so, you know, you give me you know, an anatomically correct heart. It doesn't bug me at all. Not at all. Not in the slightest. No weird vibes here. You know, absentee body parts, whatnot. I have a pretty strong stomach for that kind of thing. So as much as this could be a deck that is very much out of everyone's scope of comfortableness, I quite enjoy this deck, actually. Another one that was on my wish list for a while. And the last one I have to show you today, you might recognize the backings on this one. It is very colorful, and it is kind of depicting what the theme of the deck is. This is the Tarot of Owls. I actually got to use this for a friend the other day for his check-in reading, and it was very fun, and it was very on point, actually. I kind of like this, even though it's very much an RWS clone. Everyone said things about Pamela Chen's decks, and I did not have any of her decks. Just like if you watch the previous section when it came to what was it, Tarot of the Hidden Realm, I didn't have any Barbara Moore decks either. So I've been acquiring things I'm missing, or tried new things with this year, especially in the fourth quarter. But this is a quite nice a theme deck. And I'm sorry, but the sun card on this one is so cute. The owl looks so stinking happy. Alright, my lovelies, that's 6 more decks I have for the fourth quarter, and I still have 12 more to show you, so I hope you stick around and come see part 5, see what's new in my collection. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.